All right, even though it is a Monday, we have a bunch of practice updates coming out of Santa Clara, and let's talk about it. The 49ers, as we know, played on Thursday Night Football. They don't have like a intense practice or anything on these Mondays. They're typically just walkthrough style practices, but it gives us kind of an indication to start this week as they get prepared to face off against the Tampa Bay Bucks. One of the big news of today was Malik Mustafa returning to practice, and they had officially opened his practice window. He was seen running and participating and being in drills. There is a shot he could play this week, or maybe the 49ers want to get him acclimated this week and bring him back against the Falcons. Who knows? Maybe he's been quietly working behind the scenes for a while now, so we'll have to see throughout the week what the status is for Malik Mustafa, but it is really good news that he is back. And I want to start with some additional good news. George Kittle was seen running on the side field, and these reports are coming from Matt Barrows of The Athletic. So George Kittle is running on the side. I believe it was Kyle Shanahan who said that George is a long shot to be available versus the Bucks, and that week 7 return against the Atlanta Falcons is more likely. So keep that in mind. You also have Upton Stout, who was running on the side field. He kind of got banged up in that game against the Rams, so something to monitor. Alfred Collins as well got banged up against the Rams. He was running on the side field. Ben Barch, who had a high ankle sprain, I believe it was, he was also running on the side field. So it'll be interesting to see with Ben, who was the starting guard prior to getting hurt, and then Connor Colby taking over, if Ben Barch will slide back into that role. We'll see. Jordan Watkins, who's been banged up with an ankle as well, running on the side field. Robert Beal and Derek Hantine also on the side field. The thing that stinks about Jordan Watkins is, boy, he would have had such a prime opportunity to really solidify himself as a contributor on this team. Unfortunately, the injury just has derailed him and just hasn't had a chance to get on the field. Jauan Jennings was seen at practice as well. Matt Barrows did say he was unclear if he was practicing today, but was in uniform, had helmet, and was out there. So that's a good news. But his counterpart, Ricky Pearsall, was not seen practicing today. So we'll see how that goes. No Brock Purdy either. At this point, I'm not shocked by this. I'm halfway expecting Brock Purdy to be out for a couple weeks. So we'll see how that goes. No Christian McCaffrey, Trent Williams. But that is also very typical of those two as they have their veteran rest days. And no D. Winters. The interesting thing was that Mac Jones was practicing, or at least he was out there today, but he wasn't throwing. It was only Adrian Martinez, at least in the drills, that were open to 49ers beat reporters, and Mac was just kind of hanging out. He had his helmet, he had his jersey in hand, but he wasn't throwing. It was just Adrian Martinez. So to me, that's kind of like a rest day. He was out there, but again, no Brock Purdy at all wasn't seen, at least for the early portion of practice. And again, for these practices, they're very small windows. Like, I think it might just be the initial warm-ups that these beat reporters only get access to. So they just kind of are able to do an inventory of who's out there, who's not out there, who's rehabbing, and that's really kind of it. And then I think they go in and do their interviews and things like that. So thankfully, it's a Monday, and the 49ers should get tomorrow off, like a treatment day or whatever, and then they're back in the building starting their practice on Wednesday, getting prepared for the Tampa Bay Bucks. So does seem like George Kittle is a ways out, but I am curious to see, if Jauan Jennings returns, if Ricky Pearsall returns, and what that is going to look like moving forward. But that is your practice update for the day. So let me know what you think about this in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.